to my day 3 of this month's NaNoJumo. Now, I want to show you that I'm going to do this project in 15 minutes. And I tried yesterday or day before yesterday to do a project, and it ended up being a 2-hour project. Yesterday's project ended up being a 1.5-hour project. And I said to myself when I slept in this morning, thinking about leaves all night, which is our theme, by the way, I thought, oh, I've slept in. Now, instead of having 2 hours to make this project and an hour to edit the video, I now have 15 minutes to make this video. Let's see what we can do. So I set my timer and I pulled out some supplies. I set my timer and hopefully we can get this done in 15 minutes. So the theme for the day that we've come up with as the design team for craftshack.com, our little theme for today was leaves, and we're trying to make it, you know, a theme that's just one word and you can interpret it any way that you want. So that's what we ended up doing. We said, okay, today is leaves, and off we go. So I grabbed 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11. I'm making stencils and masks out of it, and now I'm going to try to do this gigantic scrapbooking page or gigantic art journal page in just a measly little 15 minutes, which shall be interesting. So I started off thinking, okay, I'm putting these leaves on. Leaves are green. I want them to be against a blue sky. Okay, so I grab some blue sprays and some Donna Downey stencils, and I start spraying and going to town here, and that's all good. The first spray that I started off with was a Lindy Stamp Gang spray, and it's called Tainted Love Teal, and it has a teal shimmer and a dark spray to it. The next one that I'm going to use is the Dylusions Camso Teal. Camso Teal, and I wanted that one because it was flat and quite bright, and I love that the bright colors will show off with the dark colors here, and that's exactly what I was looking for. My next color is going to be the Heidi Swapp Color Shine Teal, and that's going to be a lighter colored teal than either of the other two, and it's also going to have the really light teal mica in it, so I'm going to get that shimmer around there as well. And once again, I've used 3 of the Donna Downey stencils just because they were handy to grab on my desk. So I've created the blue background. Now I need to do the green leaves. Now, if you want to know why I did it this way, the reason is I didn't want to fight with gesso over water-based sprays and paints. I didn't have time for that. So instead of fighting with that, I decided to just sketch something out and cut out the chunks, and away we go. Now I have screens and masks and stencils, and I'm set. And this worked out really well, and it's something worth doing. So the first spray that I sprayed is, it's an olive, Ponderosa Pines olive. It's got the olive shimmer to it and the dark green spray, and that is a Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst spray. The other one is kind of a chartreuse kind of color. It's got a chartreuse shimmer. It's called Citron, and it's the Heidi Swapp Color Shine. So I've got all this shiny elements, and I've got all these colorful elements, and it all just kind of comes together to be exactly what I was looking for. Who knew that something so fast could work out so nicely? And my next problem is drying time, and this is a problem that a lot of people have when they're trying to stick to a time frame, is the drying time. So I had to cheat. I took a baby wipe and I sopped up some of that mess and spread it around and you know, made it easier to dry. Now, because I had laid a mask down over top of the blue, a lot of the blue was already dry because it had picked up the extras there. But the green was having trouble drying, so I just kind of took my time and made sure it was dry. So I really like how this is going. I could do a lot of things right now. I was thinking about, you know, going around and stamping it in the background. I was thinking about doing some writing in the title and, you know, putting a bird on the branch and all this other stuff. But instead, I reached for this background stamp, which I've had. It's my first stamp that I ever owned, ever owned as a crafter. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what brand it is. I don't know if it's supposed to be rocks or wall cracks in the wall or what, but this is my texture for my leaves. And it came in quite handy. I like it a lot. And then I'm just using some Stays On so that I don't have any problems with it moving at all, and we're good to go. So now I've got some beautiful green textured leaves against the blue sky, and all I need now is the branches. Sorry, my family is quite loud if you can hear that. They're playing board games at the kitchen table right above my head, which is awesome. So then I went and reached for my Sharpie oil-based paint pen, and I just draw in the leaves. Now, this is an art journal page. This is not the most amazing piece of art in the world. It's not something that needs to be displayed on a wall for generations and generations. This is okay to look a little bit like a sketch. And so that's what I allow it to do. I might go in and correct some of the lines later, but chances are I'll just leave it as it is. And the reason that I would leave it as it is because I have never, ever, ever in my life created a piece of art that only took me 15 minutes. Ever. Did I mention ever? Never. So as a memory of that success, I would simply just leave it just like this and never touch it again. And the way that I often restrict myself from touching a project again is I sign my name to it. When I sign my name to it, I'm telling you that I am finished. I will not touch it again. I will not damage it or alter it in any way after this point. So I drew in the branches, filled in the line work, I'm drawing in the leaves, and you know, if my time had run out right now, I would have been okay with that. But I still had 2 minutes. So I'm going to put some words on here. And the words that I chose to put on here were be natural. You know, be natural in your creating. You know, follow your mind, follow where your creative person inside of you wants to lead, because often they're not wrong. Well, for me anyways, they're not wrong. So be natural. That's what I wrote. Oh, look, I still have over a minute, so I'm going to go and write out I love myself because I'm not false in my speech or actions. And that's very true, and that's something that's important to me, is not being false. So this was my honest and true effort at a 15-minute project. I have finished it, I have signed my name, I have achieved success with 36 seconds to spare. Woohoo! And here's the close-up. Nice and shimmery and detailed and lots of layers, and it meets exactly all my expectations. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and leave me a thumbs up. Have a nice day.